Today I'm back at Ferrari Maserati of Long Island to check out some cool cars. I know they got a lot of new cars in lately, and I haven't been here in over a month, so I can't wait to check them out. And if the audio or video seems a bit different today, that's because I'm using a new camera, a temporary camera, until I buy a new one for videos. So just bear with me. I hope the quality of the sound in the video is good. Now let's go check out some cars. Now look what we've got here, a yellow Lexus LFA. This car is regarded as the best sounding supercar ever made because its V10 engine and exhaust were tuned by Yamaha, the music company, so it literally sounds so incredible. Now unfortunately we can't listen to it today, but take my word for it, I've heard this thing rev, it sounds amazing. And it's a sound you will never forget. This car was produced from 2010 to 2012, so not a very long time, and only 500 units were built. I don't think it's the most attractive car in the world. It definitely has a unique shape. I like these wheels, but it's still a Lexus at heart, and you'll see that when I show you this interior. Brace yourself. It does not look like a supercar interior. These seats are just so strange. So strange. I really don't like the look of these seats. We've got some yellow leather on the steering wheel with some carbon fiber. It just doesn't look that nice. I mean, this was 2010 through 2012, but it's just pretty lackluster in my opinion. It doesn't scream supercar. But I love this rear wing. This makes a statement. And check out the exhaust setup. We've got 3 pipes that kind of remind me of like billiards, the way they're set up. I think that's so cool. So the LFA and the Porsche Carrera GT are what I'd say the 2 best sounding V10 supercars you can buy. Over here we've got a 550 Barchetta. Now I don't know much about this car, but I do know that it's absolutely gorgeous. And just brace yourself for this price. I had no idea they were $380,000. Less than 5,000 miles. It looks like it's in great condition. I love this tan leather interior. Let's take a look at the steering wheel. I especially love the front of this car. The headlights, the air intake on the hood. It has such a distinct shape. Let me know what you guys think of this car. I love this spec. Black over tan, you can never go wrong. And behind it, we've got a Challenge Stradale with no stripe. So let me come around to the front and show you this beauty in all of its glory. All red, no stripe, which I would assume isn't very common. I believe most of them have stripes. These Challenge wheels are so cool. Of course, you've got these tiny carbon fiber mirrors. And what's interesting, you can't really see, but the seats are leather, which kind of goes against, you know, weight savings. I would expect it to be Alcantara, but these are leather. Challenge Stradale branding on the back, and a view of that engine. Alright, let's go over here, take a look at this gorgeous 812 Superfast, even though I already showed you this. I think in the last Ferrari video. It's still so gorgeous. Monza SP1 next to that. You can see under the cover here. Rosso Corsa with tons of carbon fiber. And a naturally aspirated V12 engine up front. So you already know this thing sounds amazing. Tons of carbon fiber in the front as well. I wonder when this thing is going to leave. And over here we've got that green Pista I showed you in the last video. And green tinted carbon fiber all over this car. It is so wild, so unique. I guarantee you'll never find another Pista like this one. Red Alcantara and leather interior. And check out that green stitching. There's also green carbon fiber on the interior on the steering wheel with those red dream lines on the AC vents in the center. It's just everywhere. I believe this is going to its new home soon, so I will miss it, but not for long because there's a new Pista here. Are you ready for this? Look at that thing. Giallo Triplo Strato 488 Pista Spider. This spec is just so unique. It looks like a banana. And this looks like a Christmas tree. What I love about the Pista is that these customers are getting so unique with their specs. We never saw this with the Speciale. Sure, there were some crazy specs, but not like this and this. These are just absurd. Let's take a look at this one. Italian flag stripe, which I've seen on a matte black Pista, a white Pista, a blue Pista, but not a yellow Pista until today. So check that off my list. We've got carbon fiber all over the place. In the front here, just regular carbon, which is still very expensive, but not as expensive as green tinted carbon fiber. We've got these unique gold wheels, and these wheels look like a star. This pattern is specific to the Spider. You've got the carbon fiber center caps. Of course, you've got the Scuderia shields, not painted unfortunately, but that might blend in too much with the yellow paint. Carbon fiber here, as well as back here near the taillights. And the whole rear diffuser is carbon fiber as well, which I believe costs over $11,000. Let's take a look at the window sticker. The total is $558. The starting price is $384, so it has so many options. My favorite one is Apple CarPlay. Ferrari has the nerve to charge $4,200 for Apple CarPlay. I think that's absurd, but of course people are going to pay for it. We've got tons of carbon fiber options. And yep, rear diffuser carbon fiber, $11,811. It just looks like a banana to me. I can't get it out of my head. I don't know why. But take a look at this interior. I like to call this ketchup interior. And the exterior is mustard. You know what else it reminds me of? It reminds me of McDonald's. And I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. But nonetheless, let's take a look at this interior. Tons of red leather. We've got the carbon fiber there with red dream lines. Of course, carbon fiber for the AC vents. You've got the Italian tricolore for the center buttons, which I love. I love when Ferraris have that little detail. You've got the Daytona style racing seats, just like that Pista does. And tons of red Alcantara on the dashboard and the seats. And what's very interesting is that this also has a green Cavallino stitched on the headrest, but it also has an Italian flag stitched on the headrest. Now, when I look at this interior, after looking at that interior, I can't help but notice just how similar they are. I wonder if they're going to the same home, because I know some people actually buy a Pista Coupe and a Pista Spider, as crazy as that sounds, but that very well could be the case here because they're both crazy and the interiors are just so similar. Let me know what you guys think of this spec. Does it remind you of McDonald's, ketchup, mustard, bananas? Next to that, we've got an SLS Roadster, and next to that, we've got an AMG GTR Pro, and I love this car. What differentiates it from the regular GTR is that the GTR Pro has a larger front splitter, which of course is made of carbon fiber. We've got these fender louvers, which look so cool. Carbon fiber side blade with a V8 bi-turbo badge. Carbon fiber mirrors, and a carbon fiber rear wing with a gurney lip. So the regular GTR does not have a gurney lip, but the GTR Pro does. It also has carbon fiber canards on the front for aero. Let's take a look at this interior. Yellow seat belts, yellow stitching, which is pretty much necessary, and a yellow 12 o'clock center marker on the steering wheel. This is only like the 4th or 5th GTR Pro I've seen, and I 100% approve of this spec. I don't approve of this though. This is a very interesting 488 Spider with a blue chrome wrap and these weird lines near the headlights. I'm definitely not a fan of this. It strikes me as a bit tacky, a bit juvenile, but I guess if someone likes it, that's all that matters. What I do like is the interior. Black leather, red Alcantara, it definitely pops, but it doesn't match the exterior, of course. Something else I don't like about this car is that they put this huge Scuderia shield on the back when it says Ferrari right there. So it's a bit redundant, especially when they already have the Scuderia shields on the fenders. They even wrapped this piece here, which would normally be carbon fiber. They wrapped it in the blue chrome with the yellow. Yeah, I'm really not feeling this one. Portofino, another Portofino, and a red Ford GT. I believe it's from 2005, 2006, either one of those years. A legendary car. It's so short. Every time I see one, I'm shocked at how short it is. But I love seeing them. These seats do not look very comfortable, and according to people who have driven this car, they aren't comfortable. It's got a 6-speed manual transmission. I forgot to show you this white 812 Superfast, which is a very basic spec. White paint, silver wheels, yellow brake calipers, black interior, yellow stitching, yellow seat belts. It's okay, it's just not very exciting. It's a bit dull. What I do like is the Italian tricolore for those center buttons, like we saw in the other Ferrari over there. It's just not exciting enough for me. I'd rather have this Pista, even though it is extremely crazy. This Pista Spider here is way more toned down. White with a black stripe, diamond cut wheels, a gray and black Alcantara interior, and what's interesting is that it says 488 Pista Spider on the headrests. You don't really see that too often, if at all. And you don't have carbon fiber here, or even in the front, which is so strange. Who wouldn't option carbon fiber, especially in the front? It definitely needs that. It doesn't have the $11,000 carbon fiber rear diffuser either. This Pista I showed in my last Ferrari video. It's still here with the silver wheels, but the one with the gold wheels left. Look at that carbon fiber racing seats. Two different generations side by side. In the center of the showroom is this black F8 Tributo with these gray wheels and a black interior, sort of like the one of the 812 Superfast we just saw, the white one. Black leather with yellow stitching. $710 horsepower. It has the engine that's also in the 488 Pista. They took it out of the Pista, put it right in the F8 Tributo. So there it is. I love this Speciale. Look at this black paint. Of course it's metallic and it's gorgeous. Look at that sparkle. This Pista is nice too. Matte gray with black stripes, black wheels, yellow brake calipers. I believe this paint is called Aluminio Opaco. Opaco meaning matte in Italian. Just look how aggressive this car looks. I can't get enough of this car. And it has yellow dreamlines on the engine. There's nothing really exciting upstairs except for another 488 Pista. What is this, the 4th or 5th Pista I've shown in this video? We've seen a lot of Pistas today. This one looks like Argento Nürburgring. Black Alcantara with gray stitching and a gray center stripe. And like I just said, it has the twin-turbo V8 engine that's also found in the F8 Tributo, making 710 horsepower, so this car is a beast, but not as much of a beast as the 812 Superfast, which makes 789 horsepower. This 812 Superfast and Grigio Silverstone Opaco is still here. It's been moved around a few times. It was actually parked in this 812 spot for a while, but now it's chilling over here. I hope someone buys this because I really want to see this thing driven on the road. Such a loud interior. This one does not remind me of ketchup. I guess it's the Alcantara that kind of reminds me of ketchup. I don't know, that yellow Pista's interior is just so bright. Brighter than this, I feel like. This is a 70th anniversary spec GTC4 Lusso, hence the silver down here and like this dark red on the top on the roof for a nice contrast. And this like deep wine red leather interior, very classy. Is that pink stitching, or am I not seeing this correctly? I swear it looks like pink stitching, but I've never seen pink stitching in a Ferrari before. That is so strange. Here's a better look at the contrast roof. That is a gorgeous Porsche, but the last car I want to show you up here is this Gallardo Spider in black. I haven't seen a Gallardo here in forever. With this quilted stitching interior, yellow stitching. I love seeing how the seats are in Gallardos versus some of the newer cars like Huracan and Aventador. They're so different. I mean, the interior in general is so different. So that was my visit to Ferrari Maserati of Long Island. There was a blue Lamborghini Urus here as well, but it kept coming in and leaving, so I'm not really sure where it is. But that was absolutely gorgeous. There was also a 599 GTO, white with a red stripe, that was absolutely beautiful. I'm so mad I couldn't capture it for you guys. It went down to service, I couldn't find it, so unfortunately I can't show you that today. But I think we still saw some cool cars. That yellow Pista was absolutely wild. I can't wait to see that driving on the roads. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.